are in Torgorme, a town very near to Akuse Dam. And we've just taken a little walk around, and now we're waiting for some bullfruit to be fried. So we have a very healthy breakfast. It is out. Seems that they make pots here. Is there? Is there?
One hour before it dry. Then you put you take your hand, put it like that before you pa. Then if it dry, you put this like this. If it dry, then you this one.
Like the shape.
You understand?
Yes.
We have a coffee okay. The man of very polite. I come out free of Google 400. 400. A daily mistake advantage Agba. A take a walk. I cannot query Mr. Jackie for series. I'm your buffalo quadri. Oh.
So we just finished speaking to Tasi Comfort, which is Aunty Comfort. Super fascinating story. I was actually really glad to speak with her. At first we were just talking about the pots because they're so beautiful and so interesting and such a staple of this area. But then I noticed that she has tattoos as well, so I was asking about the tattoos. And the ones on her arm are identification tattoos that the older generations used to use when they didn't have papers to identify themselves. So it has her name, her date of birth, and where she's from. And I was thinking about it's kind of interesting. Like back in the day, it was like an external identification, or you can also identify yourself with it. And now it's like I think the tattoos I encounter and that I have are much more symbolic identification. So it's still telling people who I am, but not in a literal way. So that was super interesting. And then she has another tattoo on her chest, which is a much more emotional memory from when she got married and then it didn't work out. So yeah, also has its own stories as well. They're really interesting. Okay.
We shall meet.
We shall meet next time.
Look at the luxury house on the other side, luxury chalets. We're not going to the luxury chalet. Oh man.
So we've finally arrived near Akuse, and what we're trying to do now is to get as close to the dam as we may be permitted, because it's kind of like a security installation, and then once we're there we'll start our first sampling from there, and that's when the swim will also start. And so yeah, we're pretty excited about today. We're thinking that we'll be going downstream, so we don't expect as much pressure on our power systems as we would have coming upstream. It's going to be a good day.
So every day I drink tea. I usually have a huge flask of tea like this, at least 1 or 2 of these a day. And in it I mix, for better and worse, moringa, a little bit of neem, turmeric, ginger, and like maybe some other stuff. So recently I've been putting this tea called Kinkeliba tea inside. And people always ask me, like, what does it do? And honestly, I'm not even really sure. But I just think it's good for overall immune health. And the moringa definitely gives you energy. Yeah, I don't know if it's caffeine or a caffeine equivalent, but it definitely gives you a bit of energy. And then when I first, at some point in the swim, I almost felt like I had a chest infection. And I took a lot of turmeric and ginger, fresh ginger and fresh powdered turmeric, and then also the tea bags, and like it went away super fast. And this whole expedition, apart from one time when I had an ear infection, I've actually been super healthy. So yeah, I like to think that the tea is doing something. So every day, and also it's just kind of calming as well. So far, nobody else is into the tea thing. Oh, sorry. Okay, Jules is into it, but yeah, nobody else who's been here on the boat is into it. But you know.
So once you're in the water, we may have drifted, and then it'll be easier for you to choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will not do the sampling from the boat because we might not be able to stop, but I'll do sampling from the 2 sides of the boat, 150 meters one side, 150 meters the other side.
Now I beg, prepare the anchor. All right, team. Everyone that needs to get into the water, please prepare.
Great. Not a splash. We just put the kayak in the water so that Isabel can go and take samples from the river.
So I think I'll go 150 meters this way, and that's it, right?
That's basically the other side.
Yeah, and I will collect one sample, one side.
All right. You could come back and maybe take another sample
From this
that
side, not so close.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
pretend the boat is in the middle.
Sure.
So in my bag, I have a radio to communicate with the boat whilst we are out there. Underwater camera. So after that, I have my sunscreen because it gets hot out there. And I don't want to get burnt from the sun. keeps the water tight.
You can just hold the paddle at 20 minutes.
Okay.
You can just hold it up here.
Okay.
I don't think we need the board. I can see everything. Kind of.
Alright, so let's get your filter. Oops, okay.
Yeah. I think that should be okay. All right.
So that's the disc that Yvette carries on the leg, and mainly it will collect everything that is in contact with Yvette's skin. All right.
I'm gonna put these in the kayak. If I let go, I'm gonna float down. I'm gonna swim 2 hours now. See how fast we can go. My longest time is 2 hours. Is 8 kilometers in 2 hours. So we'll see today. But I try and actually go slowly, but we'll see. Okay, I'm setting off. All right, get my goggles on.
About to set off in the kayak. Hopefully I can catch up with Yvette. In the car.
Know everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, see you guys.
Finished the swim. It was faster and further than before, as we expected. I think JJ said we did about 10 kilometers in just over 2 hours. Tired. Now, put the passive sampling disc into some river water. My back. Okay, good. And we passed by what looked like a factory and a few sewage or some rubbish sites, so should be interesting.
Farming, everything.
What farming?
Tilapia, no? What?
Yeah, it looked like fish farming then.
that's tilapia. That's
Tilapia.
gross.
Gross? Yeah, it was
it
gross.
smells really
Smells a
bad.
bit,
Yeah, it was gross.
Okay. This one we don't do much. Keep it, and then it will be processed in the lab in Accra and sent to a lab in Europe. This will show you later. It's for the air monitoring. So we connect this every night on the deck, and mainly collect all the particles in the air, insects, whatever is in the air, it collects. So we just leave it for 2 hours, and then we will do the counting.